Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going? How's it going? I'm looking forward to this one. Now, correct me if I am wrong, as that happens quite a lot. That does happen quite a lot. But is this the first game that this new Defusekids roster has actually played? I think it might be. As I know that they've played in, like, we've sort of had some of the player Crucial's been in here for a little while, but from what I've seen, I can't see any statistics for this team whatsoever. I mean, in terms of my prediction, I am not going to make one, because that would be, like, just clutching at straws. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to see what they have on offer. Can bring up the maps for you briefly. Imperial are actually going to pick Mirage, which is interesting, considering how poorly they did in the last match we saw up against North Academy, who actually don't have that good a record on the map itself, so we'll see how that one goes. We also have Inferno as our decider, and the first pick you can already see is going to be Train, and that is the choice of Defusekids. So, yeah, looking forward to see what we have on offer from them. It does look like a mix of, like, decent players as well. Yeah, exactly. You've got it dead on, Carrier. If I don't predict anything, then I can't be wrong. There, it works. Yeah, we saw this map earlier. Actually picked by Imperial. They got absolutely obliterated. I think it was 16-4. So definitely going to need to fix some of the problems they had earlier in the day. But yeah, it's quite difficult to actually predict. I haven't seen them play before. Now I'm probably going to butcher some of the names. I'm sure it is Skeeton, right? Like, I know the name. I've seen it a million times. But I don't think I've ever casted him. I don't think I've ever casted him before. Then you got Crucial, Flash. I would definitely remember Flash. Roki. Oh, I don't think it's the deck. And then Monu. Or Mona. I'm going to go with Monu. Sounds better. But yeah, we'll see whether or not Imperial can fix the problems they had before. We're into this pistol round, and Dreamer, let's see if he can fix things. He's the only one left on this B site, but they come charging down the ramp. He's got support coming in from the connector from Bubble. Will be trades back to start at least. Still going to be a 3 versus 3. Further aggressive positions being held on the edge of the smoke will be crucial. Going to get that first, second can get as well for Flash, and that will be the round. See, whenever I see Flash, I always want to go like, ah, Savior of the universe. That's what I want. I want that playing whenever he gets a kill. Flash. Ah. That's what I want. I know I'm not going to get that. That would be just, like, somebody would make my day if they could just create that. Like, as a soundboard. I want a soundboard. That's what I want. Either way, starting things off, the CT side have gone absolutely ham. But they've quickly been traded back. Skeeton doing the work with the AK. Scout. Dreamer. Hello. Gonna hit the headshot. And he's actually going to get the second as well. Lovely shot with the CZ. Imperial trading things back instantly. Defusekids. Looking like they had that one for a second, but the scout will do enough. 1-1. Force buy from the T's. Yeah, it is a bit of a weird mix of players, I have to agree. If it works. We've had a lot of international lineups in the past. Varying success. I think FaZe probably takes the biscuit for how it can work. Penta are doing alright as well. At the moment, I'm using the A1S. But I only recently changed. Tech 9's Eagles running onto the site. Getting onto this B site normally gives you a guaranteed plant. Not much else should come of this. It should be a fairly easy retake. Although I say that, we're actually going to have a dink onto a couple of players now. Schmeda low, Bubble low. Actually, Bubble without any head armor, which is risky when you're coming up against pistols. Pretty sure he could afford it. Or maybe not. He actually went for nade. Schmeda going to go down. Actually, the Tech 9's doing damage. This is a poor attempt at a retake at the moment from this CT side. And now the T's with the man advantage can just stay back, stay passive, and hold on. Skeeton, he will fall. They're going to try and get onto this defuse. It is a kit. It needs to be held, and the scout will actually catch him. Nice teamwork from the remaining two, Victor and Bubble. Pure faith in their teammates. Deagle or revolver? Depends if I'm playing on my Smurf account or not. If it's on my normal account, Deagle. If it's on my Smurf account, I've got a stat track revolver that cost me like £3, and it's so much fun. There's certain positions, like if you go on Plat Cobblestone, revolver is a beast. You just need to learn to use the power. That's all you need. The sketchy buys continue. T-side going to invest 2 rifles, a few deegs. Tech 9. This map pick was of Defusekids. They made the choice to take it to train. Imperial had a very poor showing on it earlier, so I don't know if that took any sort of like ploy into their decision. I would say it's a little bit risky if it did. I'm hoping this is more just them wanting to play the map, because if they went for this because of how poor they were earlier, North Academy are a very good train team. Danes in general, which is pretty good at train, and Nuke, I think, for some reason. Just seems to be their style. Either way. Rogue. Looking for that early pick, but not going to find anything just yet. Eastside going to be pushing just in that sort of upper spot at the moment, waiting around the back halls. Patience seems to be key as they set up to look to go towards that A site. Nobody in pop at the moment. They're playing the distance game, knowing they have the rifles. Smart decision from Imperial. Let's see if it actually works out. However, 3 players in that pop spot, making their way forward. It will only be 1 for Schmeder, but Victor actually going to be doing all the work alone. Never mind. Schmeder did absolutely nothing. A nice flank in from Dreamer as well to catch a double kill himself. 3-1. I'm pretty sure there's a code you can use to get a free one or something. SLTV. I don't know if we'll do any sort of promo codes. I've spoken to a couple of people and I don't know. Maybe. I'll try my best. Side now having to go for the eco in this situation. Manu with the dig. A little bit of investment. Will find himself the shot. Leaving a rifle on the floor. No armor on any of these players. Wow, that's a hefty dig. Or nade even. That's an awful lot. Was that 100? Oh no, I think they threw... Did they throw 2 nades? I think they must... Yeah, they threw a second. Okay. Never mind. He did some other damage in the meantime. Side again, they're just going to be waiting at the moment to see if any mistakes are going to be made as they look to split this A site once again. Now, bomb plant would be wonderful. Seems unlikely, and actually, they're going to go rotating back. How could you call it? I don't know. I think I was because I was talking about the dig shot. Got it mixed up. B side. As said, this is the aim. They're trying to get a bomb plant here. The likelihood of them being stopped by just 1 player is slim. And if anything, I'm a little bit disappointed they've only got 1 player over towards this position. We are going to see them just spray down, but it's all a ploy. They're just trying to get Skeeton into position to be able to get himself that bomb plant, which he will do. And that's a successful round. Yes, they only take 1 player with them, but they secure themselves. Oh, thank you for your forgiveness, clone. Maybe I'll forgive you for mixing me up with a YouTube video. Four to 1. Imperial starting to build up an extra bit of cash, but as said, T's getting themselves an extra bit of money. AWP is able to get into the hands of Crucial. Doesn't have any head armor, so has to be extra careful up against these rifles, but actually it's just going to be a quick push out. They're going to go straight onto the B side. Bomb going to be comfortably planted without any problems whatsoever. I think the T's are in fact a little bit confused that there seems to be no one here. Dreamer just going to hold back. Now this is clever. He's just waiting for them to go aggressive. He knows it has to happen. It's a very retakeable site. They're taking their time. Through the smoke goes Monu, and he's caught out already. He's going to be the aggressive one as the rest of the team actually sit back. Now, with decent utility usage, they can clean this out, but actually, it's quickly back. An advantageous position, although now we lose another. AWP from Crucial will be able to deny the defuse, but now actually gets himself a second as well. Just going huge, going to run into the smoke. He's actually going to be knifing his opponent. Extra money made for Crucial, and he wipes out everyone. Absolutely phenomenal. Will lose his life and lose his AWP, but that is just ridiculous. By from the CT side, taking a hit. AWP on bubble, but there's some SMGs in play. Although actually, Victor's going to get the first. Actually falls back into a Molotov. Dreamer taking an awful lot of damage in the meantime. B-side gather back up over towards A main. Looking to take a little bit more control themselves. Making sure the CTs can't get too much presence anywhere else on the map. There's a big problem when we've got these sort of buys. That you can just start losing control of positions, and then when it gets into the late round scenarios and you go to execute, you've already lost it all. You try and just walk into A main, you've already got players sitting close. And that's where these SMGs become so deadly. So holding on to this spot is important. Peek out from Spy Leader will give a little bit of information, but they don't expect the AWP. Because of that, Bobble's actually going to give a two-man advantage over towards Imperial. You have to remember, this is a 4-spy. Meta actually going to add another to the death toll as well, and this is looking worrying. Crucial. You had a massive round in the previous. Can you do it again? There's a few low players. He had a couple of kills, and the round really could open up for him. My favorite map is actually Train. To play. I don't mind it, cuz. I think it's quite fun to play. Crucial, not going to be able to do anything in this situation, though, and after a massive round just going aggressive towards B, they get shut down by the push from Imperial. They don't lose a single player. They pick up a load of weaponry, and after only one round, it's going to be a reset coming in for Defusekids. Problems already beginning. B-side. Again, they go back to basics, back to B. Amy Winehouse said back to black. Looking to try. Get themselves further forward in this. They've invested everything they have, so if they lose this, they'll be investing nothing into the next round. Got a single AK onto Crucial. We're going to be waiting for this ramp push, though. They've got two players on the side this time. Start tapping bullets through, already doing a lot of damage. He's got support from Bubble as well on the AWP. It will actually fall, and that's a lot of damage done already. Flash and Crucial able to pick up a kill. But as they look to cross, Skeeton will go down. Victor holding the angle as well as they look to push one more off the site. Crucial already down to just 5 HP. He's the rifleman as well, so needs to be getting the kills if anything. Brook will drop. This leaves Crucial to actually just run away. They'll take the bomb plant. They'll take the extra money. He's going to be able to drop something for his teammates in the next round if they really want to go for something. They've at least made a little bit of extra money. Favorite operation. Ooh, God. I quite like the way they've laid out this most recent one, just because I was able to just grind out those, like, duo missions whenever I wanted to do them, whereas before it was a lot of waiting around. I haven't really, like, the maps, they didn't really release too many. It's sort of just, like, similar ones again and again. I enjoyed the one that had, like, a massive castle on it. I can't remember what the map was even called, but just that map was fun. And Log. Oh, Log was... It was good, but it was also irritating, because my friend Rob would call every position on the map Log. So all you'd hear the whole game is, there's one log. Guys, there's one log. Watch out, there's one log. In this round, though, there's one Ivy. And it's crucial. The one man with a gun. Everybody else gone for P250s, saving for the next round. That was Bloodhound. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember the names of them. Crucial, still holding. He's going to be able to afford an AWP in the next round anyway. Favorite knife? Probably the Karambit Autotronic. Now, I've bought the Flip Knife Autotronic, and that's probably a close second, and it's a lot cheaper. So I went with that one. I just like that skin in general. Bubble. Able to even up. Only losing a player with a P250. Yeah, it is true, but with Train, people actually took the time to actually, like, figure out all the callouts, whereas with Log, nobody really cared. Log was never going to get to the competitive pool. Molotov. Also, the difference is as well, the trains have different colors. You don't have the different colored logs. Oh, there's one mahogany log. Nade almost denies the plant, but actually that's enough again. Extra money made for the tees. A couple of players dropped, but at the same time, you have to look at it in consideration of rounds. That's 7 now on the board for Imperial. They're making themselves a decent amount of money as well. Now needs to be the breakback. Now needs to be where Defusekids step up, and they've got that off on Crucial. The last time he had it, he gets 4 kills. Great defense of the afterplant on B. There's only one better than that, of course. That's the Magic Ace. $78 logs, brilliant. Eaton caught early. Trying to get out of the situation he was in, the predicament from the Molotov, but he can't do anything. This time, Schmed are actually going to be up close. Now, they haven't played this so far. They've been playing very passively over towards Pop Dog. And this could ruin this split. Because at the moment, they're trying to go through Ivy, A main, and Pop. If it's only Ivy, it could be a bit more problematic. Mono could be leading the charge in this situation. Haven't really seen too much of the AWP as of yet. Looking, well, directly into a smoke, in fact. Will Bubble peak? That's the question. Doesn't really have too much of a need to at the moment. They have the man advantage, but will go out. And actually, that's 2 quick kills for the European side. Find themselves in an advantageous situation, but they've only got 35 seconds to play with plenty of angles to clear. Victor on top of the train. The bomb actually looking to make its way out of A main, and the nades are going to give that away. Victor could be able to shut this down alone. Finds the first, but he can't quite trade anything out. The bomb, however, will be dropped, and they've only got 20 seconds to play with, and it's in the sights of Schmeder. He's going to wait for them to push for it, catch it once again, and already this round just falls apart for Defusekids. There's just absolutely no time, no matter what Monu does in this situation. He's just got to run away. I think he's just got to try and save the AWP, and even bringing it back into a 1v1 makes absolutely no difference. As Schmeder knows he's won this round, and he's going to try and kill him after, but it's just not going to happen. When am I going pro? When I can aim. So never. I have the reactions of like a bowl of spaghetti. It's not good. Victor will be there to start, but it is a trade. If anything, that gives the advantage over towards the T side. They've taken a lot of damage in return, but Schmeder down to just 11 HP. Could make things interesting. B side. Only really having luck over on that B side of the map so far. We haven't seen anything on A. They're actually going to take that first kill as well. But there's players all over this B side at the moment. Still one more in the form of Bubble, and he's going to try and deny this defuse. Can't do it, but he will take one more in the meantime. He's going to try and do this all alone. Finds the first. No trade available, even though they're playing together. Bubble is now going to be down to the 1 versus 1. Gonna go up the ladder, trying to make it look like a bait, but it will be the clutch. Bubble unable to bring this one back. A 2v1. Now, how do you say this name? Brokey? Rogue? Why? I don't know. I don't know. I want to say Rogue. Rogue sounds cooler, but it looks like Roke. Roker. Rocky. Schmeder well positioned to start things off. Sprays down 2, but his teammates fall in the meantime. Roki. Oh, okay. Rookie or Roki? Dreamer. Gives them the advantage once again. Decent position of the bomb. Currently on Skeeton. Trying to find a pick. Hoping that somebody on the CT side will make a mistake, but it doesn't look likely at this point in time. Try and move on to the site. The problem is, just look at this little crossfire. It's all going to come down to where he decides to plant the bomb. It's actually going to fall back around. That could work nicely in their favor. Gives them a chance in the after-plant positions. Dozier. That's an easy one, though. But like Flash. Surely you can pronounce Flash. He's the savior of the universe. Needs to be in this situation. He's going to get the first, but doesn't expect Bubble to be in from behind. 9-3 now for this CT side. The reset looming again. I wonder if the T's will actually opt to force into this situation. Now, they would have enough with an extra round save to get a much better buy. 1900 could definitely make a difference here. Side are going to save. What do you think about Cold Zero? He's an absolute beast. Absolute monster. Yeah, Jeffrey, you might be right. They're looking like they're in a little bit of trouble, especially considering this is their map pick. I do wonder if this was actually a counter to what we saw earlier. Team that doesn't seem to have played too much in terms of officials as of yet, maybe not knowing exactly what maps they're confident on. They will get the bomb down. Again, something very likely over on this B side, unless we see aggressive positions held from the CT side. Chances of them holding on to this round, slim to none. A little bit of a chance. Manu to maybe get a kill, but nope. Flawless round. And these sort of rounds, it's sort of a catch-22, because you give yourself some extra money, which is very important to get your buy going. But you also give a lot of money over to your opponents and reduce the possibility of being able to reset them. NES, that's the easiest name. It's actually Kenny's, because there's two. That's why when he plays bad, he blames bad Kenny. And then when he's playing well, he says thank you to good Kenny. He's actually got a split personality. Aggressive push out from the CT side will give them a man advantage early into this game. Need some way back into this one. The star of their show, Crucial, has gone. But the thing is, he's only really been hugely impactful with that AWP. And he's barely had it in this game. Now, it means he could step up over on the CT side. Oh, yeah, Happy's pretty easy as well. Bubble already finding one, attempting to cross over towards this B side. Dreamer waiting if they attempt to go for a bomb plant as well. But Bubble's just going to do it all alone. He doesn't need any help. Finish every single player. Bar one, Spy Leader takes the first. And the AWP does all of the work. 11-3. Defusekids looking more like confused kids as they are stuck on 3 rounds. You don't know how long I've been waiting to use that pun. I keep seeing you put like disband kids and stuff, but confused kids, that's a real pun. That's how it's done, boys. Yeah, cringe. I'm not gonna deny that. What do I think? I want VP to win, but I think Astralis will win. You gotta love Taz and Pasha. You gotta love them. And Snacks is so exciting to watch. Although it is at 3 o'clock in the morning for me. Smoke setup. Tech 9s are all they have to support it. If they can get the bomb down and fall back, they have much more of a chance. But already, the bomb is going to be dropped. Player behind the bomb is going to be dropped. In fact, everyone is going to be dropped, as the only thing remaining is Skeeton. He gets 1, but that is all. Who is the caster? Well, exclamation mark caster in the chat. Stop reading chat. No. To 3. Well, they're called Defusekids for a reason, right? This means they have to be good on the CT side. They're going to purchase in on a kit and a smoke for Flash. The rest of the team with Kevlar. A lot of utility behind the T's. In fact, the Molotov. Again, I'm hoping that used over to, if it's over towards the B site, I want it thrown into that connector. Early. I'm not a big fan of the sort of after defusal with the bomb, but actually, is it going to be a B hit? I talk back when I'm solo casting, because otherwise there's just so much dead air to fill, and I'll lose my voice, so I can either sit here in silence or I can talk to you guys. I like the choice is easy. Thank you, Sergeant Squirrel. I like your name. That's cool. A lot better than mine, which is a combination of my first and last name. And then I changed it to Zeds to be edgy. Haha, 13-year-old me was so cool. Smoke going to be set up actually over towards the A side, but the position of the bomb makes me wonder. They're actually going to go back the other way. No, they're not. They're going to go into the Pop Dog. Luckily, there's nobody there. I'm not a fan of the bomb going through Pop Dog because it could easily be isolated. Eaton going to be looking for the kill with that USP. Finds one. Denies the push for now as well, and they've only got 30 seconds. Bubble is able to connect the shot, but it's still only going to be a trade as it goes back and forward, but a 4 versus 3 continues. Retake available. Will the Defusekids match up to their name? They're getting pretty low on HP, but actually Mono's just going to finish off both before I can even question whether they'll finish off this round. So Defusekids at least going to be able to get themselves number 4 and look to build things forward. Can you change your Twitch name? Yes, you can. You can change it as long as it's not taken or it hasn't been taken in the past. Now, I got quite lucky because mine was Tombiz 13, which is not even close to either of the names I've ever used. But I have a friend at Twitch who was able to get me the top of his name. If I was to ever go pro, would I change my name? No. But I will never go pro. I'm telling you that now. I genuinely suck. Yeah, that's true. You can't change it more than, like, too many times within a certain amount of time. T-side. I've actually invested into this round. Quite risky considering they could have bought AKs into the next. Hoping we won't get too much deja vu coming out from Imperial. Now, they've saved a little bit of money, so a bomb plant gives them an extra $800 each, which is $1,600, plus the $1,900 would be $3,700. So, that's enough for an AK and armor. But if they get a bomb plant here, they're not in too bad a position for the next round. I have no hair. Push about to be coming in. Gotta catch this player quickly already. You see the loss of both players. In fact, the Tech 9's reigning supreme, and now they're going to take control of the close range angles. It's exactly what they need to be doing. Get as close as possible with these Tech 9s. Make things very difficult for the CT side, and they are getting absolutely ruined by these Tech 9s. Rookie left. Try and hold this. He'll find one. It looks like Monu just... Hey, he wants to keep his rifle, and I don't blame him at this point, but Spy Leader... He is not happy about that. He's going to go very aggressive, pushing all the way around the back. In fact, the whole team is going to try and take the weapons out of their hands. So far, not going so well as they're actually losing lives, but they don't seem to mind too much. You have to remember, they only have pistols, and Spy Leader are even going to finish off one more. They'll pick up the weaponry, the UMP, the M4. Why the number 37? It was flames 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'm not gonna count all the way through. Already gonna be starting things off. A full eco this round for Defusekids. And even going into the next round, they're not going to be too much better off. A couple of players can afford rifles. But we're still going to have some SMGs. Definitely not the showing they were hoping for over on this map. Still, not over yet. They've got the AWP. Actually going to be on Rookie as well this time, which is... mainly because he can afford it without armor, so dropping it over to a teammate would be a little bit silly. Monu going to go aggressive, though. He starts things off. Finds that first kill. Actually going to chuck the rifle over to his teammate as well. No chance for a trade as of yet, and actually they're shutting things down at the moment. Leaving only 2 players left alive. Bubble going to go aggressive. He will fall as well, dropping the bomb in the open. And somehow this round has gone flawlessly. Every single player surviving. Defusekids will live to fight at least another round. Side still have investment into this one. A little bit loose in terms of the amount of utility they have. Getting ready to actually set up over towards B. I wonder if we'll see Bubble just jump. I'm trying to hold the angle. I like that. Just catch his opponent off guard. And speaking of catching, it will be Victor to find the first. Bubble with that AWP to find another, and he's actually doing so much damage that he's forced a full rotation, and the bomb's going the other way. You, Defusekids, have just been played. The problem is, though, the bomb is just sitting still. What's going on, Spy Leader? You've already bamboozled them. You have the site. You can just run in. He's actually going to go back towards B. This is This is mind-bogglingly complicated out from this T side, and I think they've severely overthought this. It could have actually gone back the other way. Instead, 15-5. They still work. They still make it work. Clearly, I just wasn't quite on their level of genius. Yeah, elite strats. 15-5. Last-ditch effort from Defusekids. Better than you might expect, considering they just had a reset round. They still have a few rifles in play. Looking like maybe just a speed up of pace. Both teams, in fact. Upper B completely taken, but Ivy control going the way of the CT side. They will have to fall back. Not looking like the best of starts from them. Although we did see both this map and the next go the way of North Academy earlier today. I do think they're a much more practiced team. I think to take this into consideration, obviously Defusekids, this iteration of the roster hasn't been together too long. Eaton will be able to find one. Hilo players as well. He's actually going to get a second. Having a big impact in this round, but... Oh, no. What is the bomb doing? Hello? Dreamer, calm down. Falls back. Allows his teammates to do a lot of the work. Skeeton actually going to go aggressive, but there's nobody covering him at all. Risky stuff from the T side, just abandoning their teammates. And now Bubble, left in a 1 versus 1. Dropping down. Has to catch himself on the ladder, otherwise he may just lose his life. Something changed. My Outlook account settings are out of date. I need to update those. Thank you very much, Windows. Bubble. 1 versus 1. He's going to lose the battle. Monu. Going to be able to take him down. Save the AWP. Looking for any extra utility he can fathom. But it will be 15-6. Yeah, that happens all the time. I got confused yesterday because the stream I was watching, they were getting Discord messages, and then I actually got a load of messages and I didn't check them because I thought it was a stream. Backfired. Aggressive push out from Schmeder, looking to try and take control of Pop very early in this game. Spy leader, he's dropped a rifle for his teammates, so he's just going to be a little bit of a fake, trying to drag some players away as they push out onto this A site already. We're going to see the 2 entry kills, and Monu so very low on HP, he will be the 3rd. Bubble and Schmeder doing all the work, leaving. Oh, Flash, you beauty. No, you had an XM. I believed in you for just a moment now. He's got a rifle back in hand. The only one left. Flash, fight back versus 4. It's not going to happen. Imperial will take map number 1. Start things off very well on their opponent's choice. They will be going on in an attempt to take number 2, which will be theirs, of Mirage. I'll be back in a moment to bring you what could be our final map of today if Defusekids don't turn things around.